Hello everybody, Arctic here, and welcome back to Infinity Craft. This is the final episode of this season. We're going to go ahead and just call this Season 1. So, end of Season 1. Technically I could call it 2, but since none of the first series we played together got aired, I'm just going to call this Season 1. So, I'm going to do a final sort of like tour of everything we did, all of that stuff and everything other people did, before we end with a fireworks celebration that I just spent the last week building and getting loaded. So, first and foremost, we have the base. The base never got fully completed because I just ran out of steam and ran out of ideas. I wanted to litter the entire inside of this with farms and other cool stuff, but it just turned into a big concrete tower with a storage system underneath. I did at least get my storage system pretty well set up. I mean, it could use a few more slices, but everything I'm ever going to really need to sort and more is already sorted. Of course, you remember the mob farms, which was 3 towers, all set up underneath my base, down at bedrock. So anytime I'm up in my base, it's just churning away at resources. It meant that I never had to worry about gunpowder, bones, or anything. I just had unlimited amounts. Well, not unlimited, but I had enough that I wasn't going to run out. All down there at the storage system. I love my trident. So we had our dripstone, our glowberry, our lichen, and our turtle farms. I had this, my glow ink farm, which saw less use than I expected overall, but end of the day, what can you do, right? As long as it's working, it doesn't really matter how little or much use it gets, I guess. Over here, we had the extremely oversized moss farm. I had more plans for it, but it just turned into the moss farm. And it works. It does everything it needs to. It makes more moss, moss carpet, more than any of this than I was ever going to end up using. Realistically, I could have turned this off at any point after a while, and it would have been fine. Had its own bone meal making. The only issue I had with it is it would just generate occasional cobblestone when it shouldn't have. And so I couldn't AFK it. I had to stay nearby so I could clean it out. Otherwise, it would run out of it'd run out of bone meal. We have all of my shepherds in their trading hall with auto-shearing sheep farms above and hoppers leading down to these chests so that I could get everything set up so that I had all of the wool that I needed for any other type they traded, and then just extra wool for anything else. And we have our masons, who I built the building using the stuff they sold, so yeah. I made a bit of use out of them, but not as much as I would have hoped. The clerics and the church. Now, I wish I'd gotten more done here, because I wanted to make a second set of them along this wall, but honestly, the amount of entities I was getting in this area, probably best I didn't. These guys were basically the source of all of my glowstone and redstone dust for the series. Though, obviously, when I got to my guardian farm, I didn't really need them. My Nether Portal. Oh, this is by far, I think of all of the builds I did this season, this was my favorite. I had the most fun building this and just the entire way that it all is. We'll take a quick trip over here to my Nether Portal. This is the first time I ever built a Nether this is the first time I ever built like a Nether Portal, Nether area. I'd never done this before. I'd always just had the open nether available to me. So I loved this because it let me just come in here, and if I wanted to go to the gold farm, it was just that way. If I wanted to go to my blaze farm, it was this way. If I wanted to go to the, well, I guess just the fortress in general, it was this way. It made so much nicer. It looks like this side got dug out. Not sure why. Huh. It just just leads out here to the greater area at large. But yeah, so we have the Wither Skeleton farm, which I was really happy with. Had a little bit of issues, but generally speaking of, oh my gosh, just Herobrine joined the game. I know who that is, but the fact that their username is Herobrine is just hilarious. All of this is like half slabs and other stuff, so like this is all spawn proofed. I want to say this is. It might not be. Sure as heck acting like it is. I'm not seeing anything spawn. Well, let's hurry up and get back to where we were. Alright, so over here was the Blaze spawner, which I am so proud of. They just come down off the spawner, and I swear it was a lot of the stuff I built in the latter half of the season that I was just really proud of. So like all the Blaze rods go into those chests. I set this mostly up for Runny. I mean, I use it too, but we had where my villagers were, my Fletchers. Alright, so we had the main base, which was built, grabbing this for another player who was just blown up by a creeper. But we had the farmers, the librarians, the my toolsmiths and stuff. The first thing we actually built, I think this was built before I even built a house, where I stuck my map makers and fishermen, and then of course my melon farm. So as new, I want to say it's not the newest, but the second newest person to join the SMP. They built this. It was right about the time I was dialing down. They built this along with all of these railroads, with the endeavor to get us just like to everywhere, which is kind of what my road was meant for too. And then you guys might remember this would be the base made by Rosegar. I am loading so smoothly. I still don't know whose base this was. There's a few builds that happened on the server. I just have no idea who did them, which is a little annoying, given the fact that I'm like an admin here. Well, basically server owner. One of the two people who run it. Well, one of the few people who run it. There's multiple admins, I guess. Doesn't really matter the specificities of it. I did find where Runny's new base was. Oh, this will be where the firework platform and stuff is, which I need to let them know. So it's 119 minus 177. I have no idea what this was, but this is Runny's basin area. She had a lot of things I didn't necessarily understand at all, but she had all of this, or has all of this, I guess. It's really mixed on style and stuff, but also really cool. But yeah, so that was her villagers, which, I mean, I give her her first set. It looks like she took over a village for her second set. She had a different spot initially, but she moved here. Which, hey, more power to her. Looks like she had a couple portals. She had a lot. She did a bit out here. I know there was a lot done under the ground, too. Let's see if I can find that. That's just weird. She made a lot of use of the Slime is Fun plugin, if you can't tell. Because we didn't have mods. This is technically vanilla, it's just got plugins. Ooh, there's more over here I didn't see. Oh, that's where the rail station went. Okay. I got to give them credit. She did a lot. It was interesting how many people joined and left during this season, and I'm really hoping that, ooh, I don't know. Nice fun flight around the server for one last go. See, that would be the orchard. She's out here is going to be where Jade is. She never got finished, it looks like, the path there. Because she was here at 1,000, 1,000. Almost polar opposite of me for distance, and yeah. Do love this base. Oh, the lighthouse. She noticed I invaded. Help! Hide me! It's been a fun go about on the server this time. We've already got the next season planned. It'll be fun. The amount I'm gonna actually miss this season. The amount I'm gonna miss this season. But I'm gonna be happy for the next one. For the stuff that I can build, for the stuff that I can do. Trying not to die. It's gonna be fun. So, with everybody gathered together... Oh, an SL crashed. Or no, it didn't. Anyways, with everybody gathered together, we will go ahead and start the fireworks.
Hey.
So,
Nice. All right.
Everybody, thank you for all for, enjoying. Please tell me this works.
Hey! It looks so good!
It's not entirely working, but it's mostly working. I think I see what happened. Should be getting much more chaotic in a moment. Are more going off?
No, just the same. So it looks like the last row isn't firing.
How's that?
There it goes.
Yep, it was an error on my part. I'm fixing it. Look, I'm only so good with redstone. I say that as the one who does primarily most of the redstone on the
Right?
server.
Like the god of redstone. Oh, I'm only so good at redstone.
That should get that one going.
Look at it.
Is that all of them now?
Yes, that's all of them on both sides.
Woo! I do love the creeper heads and stars. Did you know you can use the exploding fireworks as rockets for flight, but you will take damage?
Yep. It's really cool because once it explodes, it does the effect of the rocket, like centered on you.
Yeah. In fact, hold on.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Shade.
You can stop in the middle of the fireworks.
Someone died.
There's 9 stacks in each dispenser.
Here we go for a while.
You would know, JJ, if you had snooping through the freaking dispensers. You dropped all their stuff. Oh wait, probably.
Steven!
Correct.
Look, errors happen, okay? Season is the best.
No!
Okay, the dispenser, at least the first ones are almost out of rockets.
Nice.
Steven!
Oh, front dispensers have emptied out. It's just the rear ones I had to fix.
Hey. If I stay still, the fireworks go faster, but then everybody who's flying lags.
Yeah, it's like I knew that there was going to be some lag from doing this.
Could be
Wait, I'm not
that
doing lag.
I wasn't falling. Oh my god, Google. I'm embarrassed, really. But to be fair, he fixed it, so.
They're making fun of me.
Hey, we got the last time does
Sides out.
Oh, it's just down to the last ones.
Nah, James with me.
How about the fact if you watch them, they're coming out of the dispenser sideways?
What?
Yeah, if you watch the actual rockets come out, they're coming out sideways.
What? I was going to verbally say annoying and then say with fireworks. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
It only took me a week to build all this.
Only a week.
There is a shulker box here that has the remainder of my rockets in them. Feel free to have fun with them. Let me find the actual flight rockets. There they are. This one right, yeah. The behind you has the supplies to make them. So yeah, that's it for season 1.
Woo! Woo! Wasn't here for like half of it, but like, yay!
I mean, same.
I mean, it started in what?
It was like 2
Mid-
years ago.
It started mid 2020. Yeah, it started like spring, summer, mid 2020. I think it was spring. Okay, and I believe, yeah, Jade, you were here for that, for the, technically, the season 0, weren't you? The season before the season? Or no, I think you might have joined during this one. No, you did. You were in the preseason, in the season 0, as I'm gonna nickname it, because so was Kyo. All right.
Oh.
Season 2 will be fantastic.
Dang it, didn't kick the operators. Shoot. I was wanting to just forcibly kick everyone from the server.
Wait. Let me get back
I mean,
to...
there's still 3 of us in here.
No, give me a second. I'm gonna get back to my home. And then you can, I guess then you're gonna swap it over to season, to the next season?
Yeah.
Alright, in that case I'll have to close down the, close down the client and reopen it with the next... So let's just do /home. That way, in case I load up the backup, I'll at least be here. I say that like you're gonna back it up right now. Alright.
Well, I am.
Okay, well then, there we go.
Cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and close
Alright, I'm
this.
leaving.